Hello, traders! Welcome to another edition of Weekly Forex Forecast, which is for 1st to 5th of March 2021. A quick disclaimer. This analysis is based on my personal opinion and not intended as financial or investment advice. Please ensure you understand the risk involved before trading next week. And for more Forex educational contents, do not forget to subscribe to our Forex Academy. My last weekly analysis about the British pound sterling USD to have a bearish pullback is now in play. Next week, we need to patiently monitor the reaction of the bulls if they can form a bullish price action signal before we can go long. But if the bulls failed to defend the resistance trendline here, then it means the bears are willing to pull price to the last swing high here. The Euro USD is still within range. The inverse head and shoulder formation is still active, and not until the bears can clear out the right shoulder here. USD Japanese yen bullish trend continues as I forecasted last week. The next resistance level is the last high here. If you missed the buy setup, then don't buy into resistance next week. But instead, look for a bearish pullback like what occurred at the swing high here. USD Swiss bulls acted as I forecasted last week. We can see the bulls are still keeping the bullish wave in motion. Don't forget the news on the US economy next week, and which are the Institute for Supply Management Manufacturing PMI. Fed Chair Powell will speak about the US economy next week. The average hourly earnings, the non-farm employment change, and the unemployment rate. These high-impact news may change market sentiments on the USD currency pairs next week. I told you guys about my personal decision to liquidate my position before the news release on New Zealand currency last week. I didn't close only my New Zealand USD trade, but also closed my Australian dollar USD trade. I did this because these currency pairs are correlated in nature. For now, I have my hands crossed on these currency pairs due to the Reserve Bank of Australia rate statement and GDP, which is high-impact news next week. Do not forget the fundamental factors on the Australian economy next week. Thanks for watching, and make sure you ensure a reasonable risk-reward system in your trade decisions next week.